How to know what to focus on to build your brand. Have you been trying to build your brand, but like there's so many different areas you can go and you don't know which area is going to work for you the best? Well, you're going to want to watch this video, because in this video I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to build your brand, get more business, get people liking you, and we're going to start right now. Hey, I'm JR Fisher. Welcome to my channel. If you're brand new, we welcome you here. We'll pull out the red carpet and let you enter the channel, but you've got to do me a favor and you got to subscribe below. Click that button below down there, that big subscribe button. You got to click it, and right next to it is a bell. Got to ring that bell. Why would you do that? Well, you do that to get notifications. That's silly. You got to turn on all your notifications. You've got to do that. If you do that, guess what? I'll notify you. You'll be a VIP. You'll be part of the Fisher family, and I can tell you about every single video I do. You won't miss anything. And what it does is, like, if this is a line of people waiting to watch the videos, it takes you and it puts you in the front of the line. That's pretty cool, right? Visually you can see that happening, right? Good for you. Guess what? We're gonna get started right now. I've been selling online since 2009. I've sold millions of dollars of both digital and physical products. Heck, my products are on thousands of websites, including Walmart. And what I do on this channel is I take all those years of experience and I put it into videos and I share it with you so you can get good results in your business. In addition to that, I want to give you a7bonus. The bonus is a $97 e-commerce course that you have to pay nothing for. Nothing. I'm just going to put a link down there. You don't even have to have a credit card. If you don't have a credit card to your name, this is a perfect course for you. Go down there and click that link and you can watch it and learn. Now, have you been trying to build your brand? And if you have, what have you done? Put in the comments below. If you've done some things that work or things that you thought wasted time, whatever, put it in the comments below, because it'll help other people out. Do you have questions about building your brand? Do you not know how to do certain things? Put it in the comments below. I would love to see it, and I'll be happy to answer any comments that you put down there. Okay, let's jump right in and let's start building your brand. You know, I see lots of people trying to build their brand, but they get overwhelmed. There's so many things out there to do. There's so much stuff that you really don't know what to do to get the results you want. So I want to kind of clarify it, and I'm going to give you some steps for that. Okay, so the first thing I will tell you is know who your avatar is. You got to sit down and figure that out. Whatever product you're selling, what's an avatar? An avatar is just a design of a particular person that you're selling to. So let's say you're selling to housewives and you're selling fitness, and you want to target housewives and you want to target fitness. I mean, you've got to drill down more than that. You've got to drill down to, you know, they're between the ages of 30 and 50 years old and they're interested in losing 20 pounds, or they're interested in running a marathon, or whatever it is. You want to figure that out. Do they have kids? You know, what is their income? You know, what type of movies do they go to? There's all kinds of things that you want to kind of drill down and figure out who that person is, because if you can figure that out, you can target them. And if you can target them and you put your ads just in front of those people, you're going to get a whole lot better results. Or you put your social media in front of those people, you're going to get a whole lot better results than if you're just winging it and showing it to everybody. Number 2 is develop your specific brand voice. And what do I mean by that? I don't mean your voice that's coming out of your mouth. What I mean is, how do you talk to people? You know, what are you saying? You know, we own a survival food company, and our whole thing is helping families prepare, and that's what we want to do. We want to help families prepare, and preparing could be for, you know, a hurricane, it could be for an earthquake, it could be for a power outage, it could be whatever. Our whole thing is we just want to help you prepare. There are other food companies out there that sell survival food, and their narrative or their voice may be, you know, we want to scare you, they're going to take away your guns, they're going to take away your food, you need to hide your stuff, you need to worry, the government just passed this law. You know, that's their way of marketing. It's that fear type thing. So we don't do the fear thing. We just want to help people out. We want to, you know, make sure their families are prepared, that they have food to eat, that it's a good quality, high quality food. You know, those other companies are probably selling that low quality food that doesn't even taste good. We sell food, you know, at our survival food company, and we say this is food that you're going to want to eat, not food that you have to eat. So we use all those little type of different narratives to set our company apart from everybody else who's just trying to scare people and sell them products. Number 3 is you want to build a consistent consistent media presence. Now what do I mean by that? You know, if you go into your page on Facebook and you post 50 things today, and then you don't post again for 2 weeks, and then you post 2 things, and then you wait a month, and then you post 1 thing, and then you go back and you post 10 things, that's not consistency. Okay, you can't do that. And I know I was guilty of this with my YouTube channel. I'm not anymore, but I was guilty of this a number of years ago. I would, you know, put out 3 or 4 videos and then not do anything for a month or 2, and then put out 2 and not do anything, and that lack of consistency really hurt us as far as building the channel. Now we're really consistent, and I put a lot of hours into this, and I have to write a lot of scripts, and I have to come up with a lot of ideas, but the thing is, we're building now we're seeing people want to subscribe to this channel, which if you haven't done it, do that right now. You can click that button. It won't stop the video. You can just click that button. But what we're seeing now is people are more interested, they're more engaged, they get more out of it. So whatever you choose to do, be consistent, do it on a regular basis. Number 4, start a blog or start a channel and keep it updated. Now we don't blog as much as we used to, but we do the YouTube channel, so you can pick one or the other. You can pick both of them if you want, but if you do a blog, and I've seen people do this where they'll put 200 articles in there and then not write again for 2 years, it's not going to do well. It won't be favorable to Google. It won't be found. People won't want to come back to it because they know there's nothing new there. You do better to try to do 2 blogs a week than to go in there and put 50 blogs in there and not post for weeks or months. That's the bad thing to do. We do the same thing on our YouTube channel now, where we consistently upload videos on a daily basis so that people can get this information, and it's useful information, and they actually get results out of it. Number 5, devote yourself to customer service. You know, I got to say it wasn't always like this. It wasn't always like this, that you had to really cater to your customers, but you do nowadays. And if you're going to be in business nowadays, you have to appreciate every single customer. I don't care if they spend 0 with you and they just want free content, or if they spent thousands of dollars with you. You've got to treat them all really, really well. And you know, I find this a lot when I go into restaurants, that some of the customer service is not up to par. It's just not good. And if it's not good, I'm not coming back. You know, even if it's pretty good food, if I get treated poorly in a restaurant, I'm not going back. And I don't think I had those standards many years ago. I was like, oh, I got a bad waitress. But now we almost blame the company. So nowadays, when you have a company, you've got to kind of suck it up, right? You've got to suck it up, and you've got to expect that you're going to get rude and bad people and irritating people. Now the fortunate thing is having a list, you know, and selling online, you can get people off your list. You can take them off your list, but understand that if you upset somebody online, they can give you a bad review. They can write bad things about you. And many times we've gotten difficult people, and I wanted to say something back, you know, about the way they were acting, and I thought, well, no, it's not going to do me any good. I don't want any negative comments, so I don't do it. You don't want to get into that little battle anyhow, because the thing is, you want to put out more positive anyhow. You don't want to put out negative. Number 6, partner with other knowledgeable commerce professionals. And what do I mean by that? Find out who the leaders are in your industry and make relationships with those people. You know, get things going with those people. And I want you to think back, if you don't think this makes a difference, think back to when you were in high school. Remember being in high school? Wasn't that fun? I don't know who had fun in high school, but they had cliques, right? And if you got into the right group in high school, you know, the world opened up to you. You know, you were invited to the parties, and you got the boyfriends and girlfriends, and you got everything if you were in the right clique. Now the cool thing about being online is you can pick the clique. You can pick who you associate with. You can pick who you don't associate with. You know, we've had to make those decisions in the past too. Who do we want to do business with that is in our same niche, and who do we not want to do business with? But online, if you do that, you can up your authority and you can up your image by associating yourself with the right people. Okay, doing all these things and building your brand is not going to happen in a week. Sorry, it's not an overnight thing. This stuff takes time. I've been doing this since 2009. I can tell you in 2009 I had 0 people on my list. I had no followers. I didn't have YouTube channels. I didn't have Facebook pages. I didn't have groups, and all these things took time. And you know, a lot of people say, well, I don't want to spend all the time. This is going to take me a year. It's going to take me 2 years. It's going to take me 3 years. You know, you can make money pretty fast online by running ads, but building your reputation is going to take time. And the fact is, yes, it maybe take you a year or 2 years, 3 years, whatever it's going to take, but those years, they're going to pass anyhow. So why not invest them into something that's going to bring you money on down the road, that's going to bring you something of value down the road, and more importantly, bring value to other people on down the road. Hey, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Put a comment below. What have you done to increase your brand? What have you done to increase your image? What have you done that works or what didn't work? What do you have questions about? Put those in the comments below too. I would love to hear your questions. Now, don't forget to subscribe. There's a big subscribe button down there. Don't forget to hit it, and bell notifications. Got to hit that little notification bell down there. If you do that and you turn on all notifications, you will become part of the Fisher family, the VIP group who gets in front of everybody else. And how do they do that? Well, they do it because they're VIPs, and I send you an email and let you know every single time I do a video so that you can see it before other people can see it. Pretty cool stuff, huh? Don't forget, you don't need a credit card, you don't need money, but you can get my $97 course absolutely free by looking in the description below and clicking the link. I hope you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell right there so you can be notified every time I do a new video. Also, click on one of those videos there. Keep watching on my channel.